This is real love. This is real love. Oh.
Hey everybody, today I'll be taking you through the song Real Love by Hillsong Young and Free. Also, there's no plugins needed for this, only the Mainstage app, which you can download for $29.99 in the App Store for Macs. So, a few things mapping-wise before we get into it is I have 8 vertical faders assigned to different volumes in my channel strips over here. For the pluck 1, I have that mapped to pluck 1 and 2 volume over in my channel strips. For the pluck 2 volume over here, I have 3 and 4 assigned to that one. For my bass, I have just the bass over here. For my synth volume, I have both synth 1 and synth 2. And then for the rest of the vocals, they just assign to their numbers over in the channel strips. Another thing to note is I have these vocal playbacks going on drum pads, so we need to map those. So how we're going to map those to the corresponding vocal that we want is we're going to go and click the drum pad that we want to assign or map. We're going to click map parameter, and we're going to go over to the vocal effect that we want to assign. You're going to come up, I want to do vocal 1, you're going to click on the playback, and you're going to click the play button. So now that drum pad should be assigned to that vocal playback. Just something to be aware of, if I press it really fast twice, it'll actually pause the recording, so you want to be aware of that, because otherwise you can pause it in the middle of your set and then something's going to get messed up because you won't be able to play it from the beginning again right away because it'll be paused in the middle. So you're just going to want to make sure you only press it once and let it play and finish before you press it again. Also, I have a button down here that is assigned to different latches on my arpeggiators, which will hold the pluck note, as you can see there. So how I did that is I went into mappings, and then it should say unmapped if you haven't mapped any yet. So you're going to click on the unmapped button. You're going to go to pluck 1, then you're going to click on arpeggiator, and then you're going to click on the latch. And you're going to add 1 for each of the latches and do the same thing in 2, 3, and 4. So that should pretty much be it, so let's get into it and we'll play with the recording. We go into perform, and here we are. So let's just run through how I play the different parts to this. I have it set up pretty simple, so really anybody can play it if they just practice just a little bit. So in the synth 1 and 2, I have this synth part that you can do for the pluck, or you can run the arpeggiator and the button will latch it, so that you don't have to focus as much on playing the synth part and the bass notes. So you can just have the arpeggiator going, so it's a lot easier to just as well as playing your vocals, so that you don't have to worry about 2 things at once. To start my arpeggiator, all I do is just hold the lowest C on my 49 key keyboard and press the latch button, and that it'll arpeggiate and hold that for you. And to adjust the tone of my arpeggiator, I have the pluck 1 and 2 volumes, so if you adjust those, the pluck 2 is more of a fizzy and the pluck 1 is just kind of a different tone, so you can adjust those to how you like it best. And then to stop it, I just press the latch button again. Another thing to be aware of is just if you haven't played your vocal effects in your set yet, and you start your arpeggiator and latch it, and I go to play a vocal effect, it will actually pause it if I haven't played a vocal effect before I started the arpeggiator. So you need to make sure you play a vocal effect before you start the arpeggiator, otherwise it's going to pause your arpeggiator in the middle of your set. So I'll not be playing the arpeggiator when we do it with the recording, just because it's super hard to link it with the recording for some reason, and I'll also only be playing the synth part only for the beginning just to give you a feel for it. The synth part does go on for the entire song, just to let you know that, so that you can keep that going throughout the song, whether you do that with the arpeggiator or the synth.
Staring into your eyes makes my heart come alive. Suddenly brought to life when I met you. Reaching beyond the skies, running deep, stretching wide. Perfect love realized, here with you. Now the something's for real, you will never let go, never let go. Oh, it's more than just words, I'm beyond my control, out of control. Let's go! This is real love, this is real love. See, this is real love, this is real love. Oh. Staring into your eyes makes my heart come alive. Suddenly brought to life when I met you. 1, 2, 3, jump! This is real love, this is real love. This is real love, this is real love.
So thanks guys for watching. Please subscribe so that you can see our upcoming videos. Thanks.